but after Forces, I don't think they've been using lives, which kind of sucks. I really do like lives in video games. I know a lot of people think it's an antiquated mechanic, but I grew up on older video games, so that's probably what it is. I think it was a Super Meat Boy that made people realize, yeah, no lives makes games less frustrating to play through. Final boss time.
All right, exiled. Come on out. It's over.
You're too late.
Suddenly gravity falls. What, too soon? Maybe. I'm gonna love cutting this into separate parts. Badass. It really is badass cutscene. On to moderately hard final boss. It's not as bad as, say, Dark Souls or something, but it is harder than most of the mainline bosses. I'm trying to think of an... Actually, I still think that the 3DS final boss for Generations is harder than this, but not by that much. Yeah. Getting those chaos elements. He's gonna get hit anyways. Boom. Get out of here, Sonic. Come back when you sound like Jason Griffith. Yeah, I know I stole that joke. I don't care.
And you're even uglier up close.
So full of yourself. I heard much about you from Thorndyke. He held you in such high regard. Your abilities. Your compassion.
Breaking Chris's expectations. You want to talk? What's next? You'll go back in time and return with your pals?
Dark Oak. The one who had me thrown into your world. The one who had me exiled as soon as I stood up against his lust for revenge. No, controller of the light. I just want to go home.
Home? You destroy everything and everyone because you feel a little homesick? Are these monsters also a part of the plan?
They are the Omens. The Omens of the end of chaos. It was unexpected, but the reality where the emeralds no longer exist are doomed to be destroyed by them. This is the end of history.
Even without the inhibitor ring, Shadow still struggled against Exile. Because, the Exile is still a Metarex at the end of the day. One of the leaders of the Metarex, more accurately. And if you recall, Dark Oak pretty much soloed Supersonic into a stalemate. Which, in of itself, means a defeat for Supersonic, because he's on a time limit.
Consider this your bad omen!
And it really goes to show how powerful these Metarex dudes are, given that Supersonic. He just won Supersonic, and usually in the main series games when it goes Supersonic, it's like, oh yeah, we win. Here it's a threat, and I do like that sense of this guy is powerful. We cannot let this guy win. Episode 7, The Last Omen. Also, one of the best final boss themes for a video game I've ever seen.
You're no different than Dark Oak!
This time is long gone. My resolve is stronger.
So you say. So you say. Exile.
Feeling good! Going home! What a great motivation for genocide!
And it all begins with your demise.
Thought I had that one.
Uh-oh! Not good!
Gotta get out of here.
Here we go!
Run, Sonic. Come on, Sonic. You can run faster than this. Try to jump.
Let's keep this going!
Come on. He can defeat him.
Let's go!
This track exudes this guy's touch. Weight of the World is great. I'm not gonna lie. I love this track. It's so good.
Time for
Go!
I'll end this world's miserable suffering.
Oh shit. Run, Sonic! I suck so much at that. Specifically hitting these things. These give so much boost. And sometimes I wonder if it's even worth going after the enemies. Okay. This should be enough. Yep.
Sonic speed!
7, 8.
Can't stop now! Let's go!
Come on. Oh, the laser. No, Sonic. Run, Sonic. This is not an S-rank run. Oh well. Yeah, I wasn't planning on being an S-rank run in this game. Look at that. Actual challenge in a Sonic game? Get out of here. I wish. You guys remember when these games weren't holding your hand? Sonic 1 was not an pathetically easy game. I remember that much. How long have I been recording? 2 hours and 40 minutes? Good. And that's the end of the game.
This world
Wait, no,
has
there's one more
already
fight.
proven unworthy. Your friend desired to change it, but his dreams died along with him. You too will not change anything.
Chris always was a dreamer, but he did change the world! Who are you to judge the world you gave up on?
Oh, did the cutscene desync? My bad. Oops, my cutscene desynced. Is it the recording software or what's up? Did the game bug out? Maybe. Who knows which one it actually was. Oh well. At least the boss fight's cool.
Let's do this! Feeling good!
I messed up on that. There we go.
Feeling good!
Fun fact,
Stop this!
you can beat this with only
This
50
isn't what
rings.
Chris dreamt of!
definitely.
He is dead, and his dreams with him.
I do like how fast you get the rest like in this fight. This section is much easier than the main one.
Let's do this!
See them? The omens of your doom.
Go! They are here because of you!
Yeah, no shot. I'm not going to be defeated this easily. Yeah, this is definitely beatable. 50 rooms or less to start. Because I heard people say like dying in the second half is a soft. No, it is not.
Can't stop now!
This fight was definitely designed to be beatable with only 50 rooms. It's just if you happen to get here with only 50 rooms, good job. You get a report. There we go.
Let's go!
Got him. Yeah, the second section is really easy compared to the first one. Yeah, Sonic even looks tired after that. That's a D rank. Oh shit, I grossly underestimated how well I did on that. Apparently I did better than I thought. Good to know. I really felt like a D rank though. Did I really deserve a B? Maybe. Yeah, I guess it holds here a little longer than the other levels simply because it's the final one, right? Yeah, he looks tired. He really does. I also want to take the time to apologize for Part 4 of Minecraft. It turns out that someone had their mic on speaker and just didn't admit to it. Which is why I had a very echoed voice. Now you know what day this is being recorded on.
So you were the last Omen.
I'm no Omen, or a controller of light. I'm just a guy that lives to the fullest with the time I have, with no regrets.
So kind of like the...
I'm Sonic the
It's
Hedgehog!
a bit of a rip on the... Not a rip,
I see.
callback to Adventure 2, but the
Sonic the
whole Red
Hedgehog.
things really feels like Black Knight.
I am
really
the
like Black
last
Knight.
of my kind.
It's not a bad game.
My last hope was to flee into the past.
I wish it wasn't on rails, but
far
other
as
than not being on
possible.
rails, I really like it.
Not to save someone, not to change something, but to see my own land for the last time, at any cost. I am going back home.
And it explains why it's gone after colors. Well, colors onwards. Because oddly enough, this bracelet was in 06. It was just never brought up.
I will never forget you. Remember?
That was supposed to be a bounce bracelet. It just looks like the chip bracelet. awe-inspiring scene right here is so good. Yeah, I don't see why people say that this game was horrendous. It really, well, at least for my playthrough, it wasn't horrendous. And it's not like I'm editing it to show how great the game is. No, no, no. If I mess up, I'm gonna show that off. This cutscene looks great. Now, I know I keep saying like, oh, this cutscene is amazing and so on and so forth, but it really does go to show like, these fan games can have cutscenes like this. Like, what happened in Forces? Okay? Why were Forces cutscenes worse than this?
Hey, Eggman, I have to ask.
What?
Remember when you said you tried to use the emeralds to travel back in time? What did you want to change?
Well, even someone like me has some regrets in life, Sonic. But let's leave that story for another time.
That's supposed to be Generations. I'm not gonna skip the credits because there's a really cool post-credit scene. Sonic Omens. Good game. I recommend you check it out. I really do. Because even though I kept dying in the last level, I had a great time. Avenging Evil Conglomerator. Mikhail Neksu. I have no idea how to pronounce. I know the developers are Russians, and I have no idea how to pronounce Russian names, so I'm not even going to try. You can see what they look like. Enjoy. I do like that this game took elements from not just, say, the games, but they also took in Sonic X, because I said it's in a different part, because I'm going to be editing these down, but for me it was just one giant session of recording. I really liked Sonic X growing up. Yeah, Chris can be annoying if he's not your kind of character. I personally never found him annoying. I just found Chris to be like, oh, he's supposed to represent us, the child viewer watching the show. Cool. I guess like the older fans didn't care, because the older fans like, who is this kid? I want to see Sonic. Which is fair enough. I had a good time with the show. I like that they adapted the Adventure 1 games, Adventure 2, Battle. I think they adapted something else, but I'm trying to remember what it was. I don't remember. And then they get their own unique saga, the Metarex saga, and it's like, yo, I want to see these guys in an actual game. And while this isn't an official Sega game, it's the best thing I have, so I might as well enjoy it while I can. Level design is not designed like traditional Sonic levels in the slightest. It's designed to be more open, more freedom-based, which is why this game has the overpowered air boost. I think the last time we saw the air boost be overpowered was Forces, and then prior to that, Unleashed. Yeah, those two games had really powerful air boosts. The Unleashed one was like, you'd go in one section of the hub world and you'd air boost and you'd be on the other side, because it was that overpowered. Or in Forces where you'd skip half of the level. I think it's the final pure Sonic level in Forces, where it's like it's Mortar Canyon, where you jump, play the air boost, and bam, you skip half the level. It's so cool. Now I know a lot of people, it's like, but that's not nice. Okay, you skipping the level design. I mean, people were skipping the level design in Adventure 1. Okay. Have you seen the crazy spin dash jumps people did because they can skip the level design? I don't want people to say like, oh, Forces and Unleashed. Okay, the Unleashed speedruns. I'm not gonna count the speedruns, because the speedruns were definitely not something the average player did. Have you guys seen those speedruns? They do some crazy skips. Besides the point. Okay, that's besides the point. I just think it controls fine. It really does. It's not as stiff as the other Boost games, the official Boost games. Albeit, Adventure 1 and Adventure 2 still control miles better than this on base. But nonetheless, it's fine. It's good. Master Emerald was destroyed, and that's why Knuckles is no longer guarding it, because supposedly Chaos was destroyed in this continuity. Fair enough. Shadow stops by Rouge's office. Sonic. Tails is here with the Tails Electric, the tickets, 2 colors. I'm trying to remember, are those the cups from Riders, or what are those? They're supposed to be the adventure. Oh, they're the anklet that you can equip in Adventure. I remember. Was it Adventure 2? I don't remember which one. Yeah, you know what I mean. Chris Thorndike, 1991, 2020. Yeah, that works. This guy died. And it's not like it came out of nowhere. If you watch Sonic X anime, you know that the travel between dimensions causes people to age differently. And that was Sonic Omens, ladies and gentlemen. I really had a good time with this one. Can I do a 2-player battle? Yo. So if I connect multiple controllers to my system, I can do 2-player. That's pretty cool. I can't do it right now, but it's just a neat little thing. You can select the levels here. And you can even play with the different jets, because it turns out there are different jets, okay? You have the one at the end, the one at the beginning of the game. You can play these bosses as different characters. It's just really cool. I'm not doing a 100% run. I don't feel like doing it because, well, one of my things in Sonic games, I like replaying them more than I like completing them. The only Sonic game that I ever 100%ed were Shadow. I technically did all the emeralds for CD, but those were the time stones. What else did I do? What other Sonic game did I 100%? 100% in games is not necessarily my thing, right? I like to just replay a game. What is Sonic game did I 100%? I do absolutely everything in. Oh, 06 is the first one I did it with. So pretty much CD, Shadow, and 06 were the only ones I 100%ed. I didn't 100% Heroes. In fact, I played Heroes, I've beaten Heroes, but I just never cared to 100% it. Adventure 1, Adventure 2, I couldn't be bothered to do the emblem hunting, it's not my thing. The original trilogy, so 1, 2, 3, and K, I never did. Unleashed, hell no. Colors, I don't like colors. Generations, I've done all the missions, but I didn't do all S rank, all red rings. I did do all the missions. Lost World, I didn't like Lost World, I didn't even bother finishing it. Forces, I actually did all the red rings, but then there's the 2 more layers of rings, 2 more layers of collectibles, and I just couldn't be bothered to do it. I mean, other than that, that's pretty much it. Therefore, I want to thank all of you guys so much for watching this Let's Play, and I hope you all enjoyed.